Never knew that. No, I like that.
Right, so I'm here in Luton with Jonathan and Toby from Arriva to ask them about their experiences with the Busway and to introduce their new vehicle, an Aurora, which they're going to tell us a little bit about today. So, Jonathan, Toby, can you tell us about the Busway and the experiences of drivers using the Busway?
Okay, well, so I can talk about it operationally. So I've been in Luton for 2.5 years now, and I have to say the Busway was probably something I had to get used to the quickest, but probably the thing I was most excited about joining the Luton team. Similar to the guided busway in Cambridge, it's a great asset. It really does make Luton's bus network a lot more accessible, quicker and reliable, especially with Luton's network and the proximity to the M1 motorway. It has its nuances, its challenges, but overall it's a great asset, and it's one that makes Luton's network a lot stronger.
I think from a customer perspective, it's all about speed. So being guided and being segregated, it takes the bus out of other traffic and out of congestion, particularly getting around the M1, which is a bottleneck at certain times of day, but is also unpredictable.
Very unpredictable.
When the M1 falls over, buses on the main road get kind of stuck in traffic. The busway is consistent, reliable, and allows you to get from Luton to Dunstable quickly, and that gives not only the benefit of speed then for people making that short journey from the centre of Dunstable up to Luton and up to the airport, but also people travelling longer distance as well, so coming in from Leighton Buzzard, Milton Keynes, the estates around Houghton Regis and around kind of South Dunstable, feeding into the busway to then have that quick journey up into Luton makes getting into town a lot easier.
You mentioned the segregation of it. Now, it's very noticeable that it's only buses that can use the busway.
Yep.
There's no crossroads that cross the busway, apart from a few pedestrian crossings where there are bus stops. Unlike Cambridge, where there are other roads which cross the busway, which has been a bit of a safety concern over the last few years.
There are a few locations in Dunstable that are similar, where there's main roads that cross with traffic light control junctions. And there's the odd trespassing incident with cars that try to use the busway, but there's car traps which they soon learn they get stuck. So for the most part, it doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, for the most part, it is an incredibly safe mode of transport. The fact that the buses are segregated away from other traffic, as well as the speed element, it does mean as well there's that reduced risk of coming into contact with other road users as well on the busway.
And it also goes through some quite nice nature areas.
It does, yeah. Famously, they don't actually cut the grass at certain times of the year, so they let it grow. The wildflowers come through, and there are some quite really nice shots actually of some of our vehicles at that time of year. And it's a very pleasant place
Looking out over the
to ride.
downs is really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, talking about nice shots of vehicles, here we've got a brand new bus which has only just come off the ferry.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and it hasn't been out in service yet.
No,
It's got a busway number plate, but it hasn't yet been fitted with the guide wheels for the busway.
Correct. Yeah. So they'll be fitted in the next couple of weeks. Yep. So hopefully the first one will enter service in about 2 weeks' time. We're at 30 in total, so this is number 1 of 30.
And where will they be deployed?
On the busway, the vast majority. Yeah. So a few of our vehicles will be moving about. The current older stock will be moved to our local work. Not retired, but they've done their fair share for 10 years, so they deserve a bit of a quieter life, shall we say. So the longer current MCV body vehicles are staying as well, but we are losing the shorter ones, which are just too small for the Luton network, so they're going to heading north to assist the depot.
And I noticed, rather than the traditional mirrors, we've got electronic cameras on these.
Yeah. So that is the standard that Arriva and a lot of big operators go for now. They're a lot safer. From a driver's perspective, they take some getting used to, but it gives you that more accuracy, a better quality of image. And
it's a much clearer image, isn't it? And it's wide angle as well, so it reduces the number of blind spots on the vehicle. It gives you a clear image that's less prone to kind of fogging up and getting dirt on it in the way the traditional mirrors do. And it's
works better at night.
much better at night.
From a passenger perspective, getting off a bus, we're not going to hit our
You're not going to
heads.
hit your head.
Exactly that, yeah. And equally, I mean, we have to make them yellow these days for awareness, etc. But an operations point of view as well, when we're heading into tight bus stops and bus shelters, it also reduces the risk of the near side mirror making contact. Unfortunately, it does happen at times.
Yeah.
The other feature of this is one of the new regulations for passengers to have audio and visual stop announcements inside the vehicle. I noticed you've also got one which faces backwards for disabled passengers in wheelchairs to be able to see that as well.
Indeed, yeah. The new legislation, well, the updated legislation, also advocates that they have the second screen for the wheelchair user on vehicles where they have to be stowed facing the wrong direction to see the screen. And yeah, these are all coming fitted from the factory, and they'll be working from day one.
And in terms of the announcements, is there a special voice that somebody has had to record for that?
No, not in this day and age.
No, I'd love to say, so when we first had vehicles with the audio visual on, we used to have to get somebody, it was somebody from the Royal Shakespeare Company that came in and read them for us. But that was quite problematic because you'd have to kind of explain how you pronounce certain place names, and when you wanted to change something there was quite a long lead time to getting them done. These days it's somebody behind a desk who does it on the computer, can tinker around with it and type it out phonetically to make it sound correct, and then they can push it out remotely to the vehicles, so nobody even has to come and plug anything into them anymore. They can do it from an office, which means when we're changing a route, you can make that change very quickly from day one. Where we are having fun with it currently is in Wales, because obviously they're bilingual, so they announce in both languages, and trying to get the automated software to pronounce some of the Welsh place names correctly is giving a bit of fun for the team over
We
there.
need to get Michael Sheen on board to help with the pronunciation on that. I would imagine.
I'm sure we'd enjoy that, yeah.
Over here today, it's Luton celebrating its buses for basic funding allocation, I
Better buses
believe.
Luton.
Yeah, so it's part of the enhanced partnership with all the operators working together with the local authority, and it's a good opportunity for us to come and show off a new bit of kit, talk about our £9 million plus investment in these vehicles.
Folks, we can look forward to seeing them on the road soon.
Very soon.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to continue the story, the full Exploring Britain's Busways documentary is waiting for you right here. Thanks very much for watching.